What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rusty Guns. So today, as you already saw in the title, I'm gonna say Alec Baldwin is a liar. Okay, and I've got some reasons for saying this. Number one, from anything that I could see, the gun that he was using at the time was a Piata 45 long Colt, single action revolver. Okay, and his claim is he never pulled the trigger. Now, I have a couple problems with this, and I'm going to explain why. And I have two guns that I'm going to show you. This is just a simple 22 revolver. It is a double action revolver, okay? Double action, single action. It does both. A double action revolver, and I've already cleared these guns, so don't worry. If I pull the trigger, the hammer comes back, as you can see, and then the gun will fire. I have to pull the trigger for the hammer to come back and then the gun to fire. A single action revolver, no matter how much you pull the trigger, it will not go off. You have to pull the hammer back and then squeeze the trigger. That's the way a single action works. This particular little gun I have right here is a single action. I can press the trigger down here, and no matter how much I press it, that hammer will not come back. This gun will never fire. I must pull the hammer back and then press the trigger. That's how a single action works. So the gun he was using was a single action Piata 45 long Colt. Now, I happen to have, in fact, used to own a Piata 45 long Colt. And one of the things that's not talked about is that more than likely, I won't say absolute 100% certain, but more than likely, his gun had what some people will call a hammer block in the gun, which means even if the hammer is pulled to the rear, if the trigger is just lightly even tapped, okay, and then pressure is released, there is a bar that comes up and blocks the hammer from striking the firing pin in those Piata 45 Colts and then discharging the round. The only way the hammer will go all the way forward and strike the round is if the trigger is pulled to the rear and held to the rear. That's it. It's that simple. So, you know what? Like I say, Baldwin, you're a flat out liar. You pulled the trigger. You might not want to admit you pulled the trigger. You might not think you pulled the trigger, but you pulled the trigger.